going to talk about the photo retouching tools. Now, all of the photo retouching tools are located over here on the toolbar. And if we go to 7th icon down, we have the spot healing brush tool, the healing brush tool, patch tool, the content aware move tool, and your red eye tool. So we're going to be using the first three today. So if we take a look at the healing brush tool, I'm going to zoom in on this DJ down here. What this is going to allow us to do, they all work in terms of blending. So I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller. It works in terms of a brush. You want to make your brush nice and fuzzy. If we press Alt on our keyboard, you're going to get this little target, and you want to sample an area that is very similar in color and texture and value to blend with the area you want to get rid of, which in our case is DJ. So I'm going to Alt click over here, move over to DJ. Notice you get a preview, and then all I'm going to do is paint right over it, and it disappears. Okay, so we can do the same thing up here. I'm just going to Alt click again. You want to Alt click often. You want to sample an area very often. The more you do that, the better results you are going to have. Okay. The next tool that we're going to talk about is the patch tool. So we're going to move over here on this side, on the right side of the image. Notice you get your selection tools up here, and I'm going to draw a quick selection around the area I want to fix. I'm going to drag that to an area that is similar in color texture, and it disappears. And then we can continue going on with the rest of our areas we want to get rid of. Okay, and that pretty much is the retouching tools. Now the last one that we have is called the spot healing brush tool, and this works really well for spots. What Photoshop does, instead of you choosing an area, is it chooses it for you, so it can be a little bit predictable, and all you do is take it and click on areas that you want to get rid of, and they go away. It's as simple as that. It's very helpful for things like dust and blemishes and things like that. Okay, and that is it for these particular retouching tools. And we also have another one. We're going to do it with this image here, which is called the clone stamp tool. Now, what the clone stamp tool does, it allows you to copy something pixel per pixel. There's not really any blending going on. I recommend using a soft edge brush just so that you can blend it really well. So again, just like the healing brush, we're going to Alt click so we can get the place where that we want to copy. I'm going to move to another area and start to drag around my mouse. Now if you notice, as I'm moving, there's a little plus sign that you see on the original rock. Wherever that plus sign goes is what you are going to copy at that particular moment. You want to pay attention to where that is. Again, we're going to Alt click, get the little target on the shell, and we're going to paint in another one over here. This is very helpful when we're storing old photographs to recreate parts that may be missing, and you can use other parts of the photograph to do so. So, for the most part, that is it for the restoration tools. One last thing you can try out is with the patch tool. Up here at the top, you have an option for content aware. So say you want to get rid of this rock, perhaps. What Photoshop will do is it will build pixels in this area based off of the rest of the image. So if we drag it to an area and we want to fill it with sand, it should fill it in pretty flawlessly. It does look like there's a little bit of an indent. We can always go back in there and fix that as well. So it's a little bit less blending, but it's more Photoshop building the pixels back up based on the rest of your photograph. Okay, so that's it for the photo retouching tools.